The cost of living unconsciously. Most people are not living their lives. They are reacting to them. Waking up to the same thoughts, moving through the same patterns, making the same choices, getting the same results, and calling it fate. But it's not fate. It's unconscious living, and it has a cost that most people never stop to calculate. The cost is your time. The hours spent doing things that drain rather than build you. The years spent in situations you never consciously chose, but never consciously left either. The cost is your energy, spent managing emotions you never learned to understand, spent maintaining versions of yourself you never actually were, spent people-pleasing your way through a life that was supposed to be yours. The cost is your potential. The things you never tried, the person you never became, the impact you never made, not because you lacked ability, but because you were never fully awake to what was possible. This is the price of living unconsciously, and almost everyone is paying it. So what does it mean to live consciously? It doesn't mean having everything figured out. It doesn't mean being perfect or certain. It doesn't mean having no struggles. It means paying attention to your thoughts. Where do they go when nothing is demanding them? What do they return to again and again? What do they avoid? Because your thoughts are not random. They are patterns, and patterns reveal programming. Unconscious programming shapes your decisions before you even realize a decision is being made. You react before you think. You choose familiarity before you consider what you actually want. You default to what you've always done because the brain prefers the known even when the known is hurting you. Conscious living interrupts that pattern. It creates a pause between stimulus and response, between what happens to you and how you choose to engage with it. That pause is where your power lives. Viktor Frankl discovered this in the darkest circumstances imaginable, that between what happens to us and our response to it, there is always a space. And in that space is our freedom. Most people never find that space because they never slow down enough to look for it. So how do you begin living more consciously? Start with your attention. Notice where it goes without your permission. The phone you reach for automatically, the thoughts that spiral before you catch them, the conversations that drain you that you keep having anyway. Attention is the currency of conscious living. Where you direct it consistently is what your life becomes. Start directing it deliberately. Second, question your automatic responses. When you feel defensive, pause. When you feel the urge to react, wait. When you're about to make the familiar choice, stop. Ask honestly, is this who I choose to be, or is this just who I've been conditioned to be? The difference between those two answers is the difference between a life you designed and a life that was designed for you. Third, create space for reflection daily. Not hours, just minutes. Quiet moments where you check in honestly with where you are and where you're heading. Are my actions aligned with what I say I value? Am I moving toward something real? Am I choosing deliberately today? These questions practiced consistently rewire how you move through life. Slowly, you stop reacting. You start responding. Slowly, you stop defaulting. You start deciding. Slowly, the unconscious patterns lose their grip, and you begin to feel what it actually means to be present in your own life. That is not a small thing. In a world designed to keep you distracted, in a culture that profits from your unconsciousness, choosing to wake up and pay attention is one of the most radical acts available to you. It costs nothing and changes everything. Your life is happening right now, Not later. Not when things improve. Right now. Are you present for it? Are you choosing it consciously? Or are you somewhere else while it quietly passes? Wake up. Pay attention. Choose deliberately. This is your life, and it deserves your full consciousness. Unplug from the noise. Come back to yourself and rise.